think with Keita standing behind him as well, won't be a simple task whatsoever. And into the game we go. Mirage, the first map of this series. Our first game of the day here on Stream B. Of course, Stream A is live as well. Let's see who starts where.
Important to see. I'm sure it should be fnatic starting on that CT side because it is OG's map pick. Look at OG though. Everyone out towards B immediately.
Smoke lined up for the window. HG grenade could be promising. Will they get to throw them though? Their first one's going to come in late and do very little damage indeed. As Crims tries to find a second frag, but he'll be denied by Neo Frag, who finds two himself. Bomb site's been taken then. fnatic on the rotation. Flash has got a smoke and a flash. These players aren't carrying any kit though. We'll see if there's one on the bomb site. Doesn't look like there is. 3 on 4. We've got 2 players in the apartment. Potential baits that are being played there as Pika makes it even worse for fnatic. Roy and Nikados remain behind the smoke as well. Don't see them finding much success in this situation, especially with the smoke up though. That will let them make their way out of the door at least, but the clock is ticking and they still are barely finding any enemies. No one picking Roy really. Emergency now as he's fully committed, but nothing else to do. OG take the pistol.
Yeah, and that's a perfect round to show the difference in styles between these two teams. If you were watching fnatic yesterday, you'd have seen a lot of slow rounds, methodical play between the bomb sites. OG oftentimes will be much more straightforward, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. If the team play is good, if you've got the explosive players, that could be the most effective way to play. And OG can do that really effectively. It's kind of the beauty of Counter-Strike, right? Different styles can succeed. That is a nade onto Neo Frag. There is a force here for fnatic, and the pace again coming in from OG. They should get onto this B site.
Lovely. Nice and simple. And successful. Not much else for fnatic to do. Again, hold on to what they have. Bring it back into the next round. Promising start for OG.
Bomb has been planted.
Here, Frag with 4 early. All but Dexter on the scoreboard so far for the team winning the rounds. I still remember when this Mirage first came out, and on the NA side of things, before everything was in sync together worldwide, NA was NA, Europe was Europe, and they stuck with the old Mirage for a while. So when it came to the international tournaments, they weren't quite prepared many moons ago. Completely different climate to where we are in Counter-Strike now.
I remember when the bench was added. That's as close as I can get. It's funny that just adding a bench is such a big deal in Counter-Strike.
Yeah. I thought I was like, oh my god, this is going to be a terrible addition, but it actually wasn't that bad at all.
Yeah, it was quite good. It was quite fun. I feel like there was a period of a few months where, like, Furia especially were just always jumping into window and just causing chaos with it. But over time, teams have adapted, adjusted to it. I always think it's really fun to see how just that one small change can affect how much the pro level is played.
Yeah. There's some really fun bugs on Mirage as well. Like next to the crawl space towards the window, you could crawl into the wall and just get stuck in there.
Oh, I remember that. It's wild.
The entrance to B-apps, you could, at a certain angle on the window, you could see through the window towards top mid. Some kind of funky bug that we had there. And then sometimes you would just spawn in the wall in mid when you connected to the server.
As you do.
As one does.
Yesterday, Art tweeted, like, it looked like a flash, just for some reason didn't blind him entirely. It was really weird. It was on Mirage as well. It's like a flash in at CT, and it looked like he just stared at it and didn't get blinded.
I haven't checked that yet.
Yeah, it was
Look out for it later. Little bug.
This is decent damage for fnatic. They didn't have much in this round.
No, this is promising. Not for the round, of course, but for later on. Because OG would have had so much money otherwise.
Yeah.
Would have been a very impressive start for fnatic, and it still will be. They need to find their success early. Otherwise, things could get out of hand pretty promptly. Mirage, Vertigo, and Ancient are our maps if you're joining us late. Those are the battlegrounds.
It does feel like a series where both teams have really good punish picks. Let's see if fnatic can prove us wrong by getting off to a good start in this first gun round. They've got that AWP out for Nikodos. He's looking for action, but I don't know if he's going to find it. It might just be another B play here for OG.
Smoke is deployed in the apartments. Crims is standing up, so they may have to wait a while, although this Molly might be lined up to clear the balcony itself, but does it go beyond? Crims drops either way, flashes are here, and so are the numbers. Stuck in the choke point for the time being, but they will get the success they're looking for. Nikodos fully committed, little cold going into this one, and that's surely the end of the round. 5 versus 2. OG brute forcing the B bomb site with full success. Can't ask for more than that if you're OG. Pasha gets dropped on the rotation as well. Gets even worse for fnatic, who don't have so many kills just yet. Pasha and Roy still looking for their first. OG starting very strong indeed.
I mean, this is where it gets really frustrating to play against that fast play style from OG, because they might just keep running this play, and if you don't show you can stop it, what's going to stop OG from just running over this B bomb site? Individual starting a little slow from fnatic. Thought Crims might get an early kill up in the apartments, but then he dropped down and his teammate on short just got dealt with, and that was the big deal there, because Crims wasn't able to get to cover on that B bomb site. And Nikodos unfortunate not to land a shot. Yeah, that's messy. I mean, both CTs not really able to get to cover, not able to get to good positions. And I think this is a reasonable response from fnatic. They need this timeout because it has been all about this B site so far.
Let's see how fnatic use their money. Bearing in mind they need to keep a certain amount together for later on. They'll be able to pick up some stuff here and there. Very promising start for OG. I would imagine most people would have fnatic as a favorite in this series. But OG have done well so far. Such a big name to take in Vitality. You haven't seen the Gucci mini doc with Zywoo. Definitely take a look at it later on.
It's very well made. Love the style of it. Well, fnatic have stacked the A site this time, and maybe OG will finally do something different in this round. It's been all about B. This one they've got mid control. They've also got Fiku towards A ramp, so it looks like they might fall into the stack here.
Oh my days. That is a devastating nade. There's so much promise in that grenade. Can they keep those promises? fnatic. Nikodos will start off well. Very well indeed. This is going to turn into disaster, isn't it? How do they fix this, OG? 4 players to find. Nico pretty tagged up. Fiku creeping. That's a headshot position to the left-hand side for Crims as well. Very awkward. Essentially a double peek into the scout. Fiku's been tagged by that scout, I believe. 21 HP, and they only get 1 kill from that. Disaster for OG on the A-bomb site, and fnatic will steal some rifles away. Rewarded. That grenade really softened them up perfectly.
The fact that Nikodos can just spam to the body is great. And I feel like he is purposely spamming the body because he knows that nade would have softened those players up in connector. And that is the risk you run if you play OG's playstyle. You're not feeling out across the map. You're grouping up early. You could end up running into a stack. Let's see if fnatic can use that to try and get the ball rolling here. Nikodos hungry for action at mid. Can't find anything. Looks like an A play here from OG, and they're not making much noise right now. Oh, already out through ramp.
Basher spots one. That's the bomb on the radar as well. Plenty of lurkers in the mid position. Somewhat of a stalemate now as the flashes continue. Support flashes. Flames still stuck there. Soon that smoke will be gone, but OG are delivering. They're going to reset fnatic. Have a look at these frags from OG. 2 players left for fnatic. Looks very nervous for both squads there, especially with Flames alone on Tetris with the bomb. But they deliver all the kills they need, OG. Head towards a 5-1 scoreline. Nikodor's still in control of the AWP. Will give them a chance in the next round. And Fasha's got 3,900 already, so they'll basically have a full buy. They'll be fine. However, the score is not fine for fnatic, who haven't really found stability on their CT side just yet.
They are getting beaten pretty comfortably on these gun rounds right now. It's kind of funny seeing Roy over on stairs getting caught out early, and his gun just goes flying across the site, almost as a warning that OG are coming through connector. And OG, they just pressure enough from ramp that those connector players can come in on the flank, and it just ends up being really clean fights. fnatic, the only round they've won was that round where they took a gamble stack, 5 players on A. And they take another timeout here. Looks like they want a secondary AWP onto Mezzi. I think that could be a good idea here, because OG are grouping so early. You might want that AWP to just try and pick off some of these players when they commit in the early round. But honestly, it's just the individuals that need to start stepping up for fnatic. They're not winning fights right now.
Different look for fnatic in round 7. See what Mezzi can do with this sniper rifle. Nikodor's got a very good spawn. We'll see if he goes towards A ramp or connector. Playing it safe then. Point man on A throws the incendiary. Hold on a second. We've got a palace burst attempted by Crims. That it absolutely fails. Fiku and Flames get absolutely melted. Sorry, not Crims. I called out the wrong player there. It was OG rushing through Palace, losing Flames and Fiku. But maybe Nico can do something about this. Only 5 plays left on the server. This one has been very fast indeed. Mezzi in that short position. Can't do all the damage he's looking for. HE will do just a slight bit more. As you identify that Neofrag is stuck in connector. OG are creeping forward elsewhere. Smoke is on top con now. They know where one of the remaining 2 players is, but what about Crims? Currently sitting in CT spawn. They've lost the angle for the short plant. fnatic. And now we've got game on. Smoke is from Mezzi. Perhaps a lurk smoke for the CTs. Crims will make his way forward, not find anything just yet. 3 players to catch. There's the first one, Nico. No trade fragger popping out just yet, but there goes Mezzi. That's half the info for Crims. He's got work to do, but Dexter will puncture him, and OG will keep the W's coming.
Yeah, I didn't really get to see how OG got even trades out from that Palace position, because it looked like they were screwed there. They were like running through flames. It felt terrible for them. They get a 2-for-2 trade, and then Nico just wins that fight from ramp that gives them all the access. Oh, Neofrag got 1 on mid. That's why they're able to turn it into a 3-on-3. fnatic, I mean, it's not a bad effort in the retake. It's just so hard coming back there where you have limited utility. Maybe this is a round where fnatic can take another risk. Their only round win coming from that A stack. And they only have Deegs in this one.
This time can be used for fnatic to think about how they can change things up. Maybe OG were reading fnatic maybe making a play, which is why they sent it so fast towards that A bomb site. Just break them before they can get anything started. That might be the order of the day for OG. Will they continue that fast pace though, one way or another, even if it's mid-presence, or will they slow things down in the next buy round? That's what I'm wondering. They don't want a repeat of the round where they went into the stack. They're being careful for the time being. Riku's made his way through the A-bomb site. He has the information now. Lesson learned then for OG.
They figure it all out. Nice shot from Dagster. Oh, we actually got the second there before Nico does landed with the Deeg. Maybe a bit of an unnecessary risk. The AWP has now been recovered by Nico Doz. I think fnatic would have afforded one anyway, but they would love to save this. Oh, they're really toying with him. As Nico does get away. Fiku closing the distance. Nice play from Nico Doz. Makes a move aggressively, something that Fiku wasn't expecting. So he gets to save that AWP. That's always nice for the AWP. He's going to keep a lot of money in the bank. But for fnatic, they've got to find a solution here.
Double AWPs again then for fnatic. Now, well, do they fear OG going for a fast play? Do they just commit to going for a plan they may have had in mind? Teams are going to try and, they're not keeping an eye on the radar, but Messi's gone back towards the apartments. I mean, towards kitchen with the AWP. I mean, towards the shop. What is wrong with me today, honestly? Anyway, the numbers are here for OG. Prim's jump peeking. Put one towards the balcony. Messi's got the right angle. That's how they want to start things. fnatic, 5-on-3, jumping out the window. The bomb's committed now. Neofrag's on site. They need more kills though, but there's only 2 people left. Make it 1. Dexter on a 1 versus 4. And finally, fnatic will cut down OG. Again, they were going for a fast play, a surge into the B bomb site, but on this occasion, fnatic said no.
I thought Neofrag's entry kill might be a difference maker in that round, but fnatic able to rotate. I love that Roy fights aggressively through the smoke. He knows his teammates are still on the site, so he's happy to take that risk. fnatic finally showing some fight here. See if that allows them to gain some confidence in this one. Nico Doz did drop down mid early. And he will see that OG aren't really going for this mid control right now because they are all grouped outside A.
Some counter-util on the ramp from fnatic. Grenades towards Palace. See if they swing with a flash on the bench, above the bench. Roy's getting molly. He's going to stand his ground. Won't work out for him though. Opening frag for OG. Flashes will continue, but it's fnatic who are dropping. They can't avoid another. They can't handle another reset with a 7-2 scoreline here. That might be what's on the cards. A lot of movement in their positions, and it will be backwards movement from fnatic. Again, they've got the cash to buy around what they have, but it's another disengagement. OG just successful time and again on these entries.
Yeah, it takes 2 to tango, and right now OG are just breakdancing all over fnatic. This is not a competitive game. That's how we'll put it. I'm kind of surprised that fnatic aren't just deciding to play retake in some of these rounds. Like, Roy really wanted to fight ahead there, but when that molly comes in, I don't think you can afford to take that risk. It's just so risky moving into the molly, trying to fight like that.
Yeah, flashes didn't help.
Yeah, I mean, good utility, obviously, from OG. They deserve credit for that. But fnatic not finding any success fighting for the sites. Take another time out here, at least have some money. We are gripping at silver linings right now.
wonder if fnatic try something aggressive towards the ramp. Then if OG head into B again, it'll be a long rotation. That said, last time it didn't work out so well for OG. So maybe that deters them. Mind games to be had here. Some guesswork. Certainly for fnatic. Aren't really getting the chance to make a play with the pace we've seen from OG. I wonder if it's a case of if it's not broken, don't fix it, as we see 5 players heading towards A immediately. One flash over the wall. Won't necessarily be an indicator of what is to come. There is the util, but there's no flash and flames will be dropped. Nikodos towards triple now. Looking towards Palace. Comms have to be good. Down goes Neo frag. Not working out for OG this time. Dexter and Nico remain. Somehow they've made it a 2-on-2. Nico with the multi-frag. Dexter trying to avoid flashes. It is a HE coming his way though. Minute 15 on the clock. Mezzi rotating. OG will be convinced someone's in CT. So maybe it gives them an extra man of sorts. Perhaps they can work together. OG still needs to cross to the site. Making their way as we speak, and Mezzi's being passive with his angle. There is a smoke for Nico. Never mind, he's dead. Dexter 1 versus 2. Needs to avoid a trade fragger. Smoke is coming towards the ramp, which will force him forward. Quick scope time now. He's going to put a lurk smoke up for himself as he goes towards Tetris. Nice one onto Krim. 1v1 now around the smoke. Misses the no scope. Mezzi in the smoke. Orb versus Orb. So awkward. Swings with the barrel and a shotgun mode prevails for OG. 9-2. Chaos towards the end, but they're still successful.
Dexter earned his slap in that round. Great clutch from him. And Dexter is one of these AWPers that you can always believe in the clutch. He's won some big ones. This time a 1-on-2. That was Nico able to quickly adjust to get it into a winnable position in the first place. The nade and the smoke I thought would be too much, but look at that first shot from Dexter. As he can't reply in time, gets stuck in the smoke. Nice drop down from Dexter. Mezzi tries to get forward while he's just dropped, but Dexter too quick on the trigger.
Very, very awkward indeed. This has to be a very frustrating game of Counter-Strike for fnatic thus far. Another attempt is on the way, though. Roy will be limited to a FAMAS. Molly for top boxes. Very important to eliminate that lurker. Nikodos posted up towards B with the AWP. Now, there's been no fast execute from OG, which makes a change. With Nikodos' position, perhaps there can be a focus towards that A bomb site. As we can see, they are playing close A. We did ask that question earlier on, and it has been answered by fnatic. Where is the bomb headed? With a second player in flames making his way towards A. That's the big clue.
Happy to chill in mid, OG. Sure, they will start to move towards connector. Now this ramp aggression could take away one side of the push. His Flames waiting. They won't go any further here, so OG will wait for their wrap to come in through con. There's a nade. Good damage onto those connector players, but Dexter finds the entry. Fasher needs this fight. Big damage. He'll swing into Flames to win that duel. But Mezzi now fighting for the site also does work. They've got a man advantage here. Frag hasn't been spotted in the CT smoke. That's so sneaky. He catches the rotate, but Fasher's still fighting back. And it's up to Neo Frag. 22 seconds, that bomb down in connector, and nothing he can do. Nice reaction there from fnatic.
So many situations in that round. CT players heard throwing the molly into Palace. Flames dives, but throws the molly and separates the CT from the rest of the fight, but fnatic are able to deliver enough on the A bomb site in the meantime. Very back and forth. Very marginal round for both squads, but it will be won by fnatic. 6 rounds are possible, but this would be the key round if they want to get to 6, because there'll be no money left for OG if they can find success in this one. fnatic could see Flames limited to a max 10 on Mirage. Not the most common weapon, of course. Now, can fnatic find some success in this particular round? It really would make a much better first half for them if they could.
Yeah, great opportunity to break that T economy. Maybe could salvage a reasonable CT side, still hit. Roy will put down that connector smoke, so OG will be stalled on their mid move. We're not playing in connector though, we'll go towards window instead. Again, fnatic fine giving up this mid control. They have been throughout this half. Rather focus on defending the bomb sites instead.
40 seconds remain. What information is there for fnatic in terms of OG's intentions? Big presence in connector now as Fiku lurks on ramp. Now, how do they make it towards the A bomb site? Jungle has been abandoned actually by fnatic, so they are essentially playing retake save for Basher. Nikodos is around the corner though, and Fiku gets dropped on the ramp, but the bomb's still making its way to the site. There's no smoke on short, there's no smoke for Jungle. How do they plant this bomb with Dexter on short? That will certainly help. Keeping an eye on Jungle now, bomb planted. Roy says hello from that Jungle position. Nikodos trying to reposition, gets dropped. Neo frag will be traded by Crims. Down to Dexter then, 1 versus 2. That bomb is not quite planted for him. Was he just spotted there? I'm not sure. It doesn't look like he was. Who is he going to peek first? They're not fully committing to this defusal just yet. There's a trade fragger, misses the shot. And fnatic will secure an all-important 4th round, eliminating the whole OG squad as well. And have a look at what it's done to OG's money.
Yeah, even with the bomb plant, OG short on cash into this one. I thought Dexter might be the difference maker. I mean, the fact that Basher has like 2 bullets on the site, that was so scary. But he gets that 1 kill. And even though Dexter was able to win that fight over on short, a couple of the OG players still low on health. Not an easy 1v2 this time for Dexter to win. So fnatic have taken their time to show up in this map, but they are now delivering. What do OG buy into this one? You can see that losing bonus at $2,400. So if they want to save for the last round of the half, they need to make sure they don't buy too much here. Probably be a few pistols. Nico will save some extra cash to make sure that AWP can be dropped. So really not much for OG to work with in this round. Looking very good for a fnatic fit.
Race cars towards that short position. But again, not much to offer really. Almost asking for handouts with the lack of money they've got. So an ugly half for fnatic. But 6 rounds on the CT side wouldn't be as ugly as the rounds have played out. Dexter 1v4. And gone. 5 rounds in the bag for fnatic. Let's see what OG have to offer them in the last one. Will it be another Ferrari peak situation for OG? Will they pump the brakes and play a longer round? Prim's on 14 frags now all of a sudden. Very cold start for fnatic across the board. But yeah, the anti-eco frags will certainly help.
Yeah, you take that warm up. Get yourself into the game. Because 6 CT rounds isn't too bad. It's at least competitive. Again, OG putting 1 player towards mid. Nico on the lurk, while the rest of the squad are up in the apartments. But there is the AWP of Nikodos ready to hold that angle if OG want to make that play towards B.
Got Mezzi for support. He's only got the HE though, Mezzi. There'll be a molly under the window, trying to avoid the flashbang. But here comes Flames. Nikodos now battle sniper mode. They're lining up for it, but he will be traded. And position has been taken by OG on this B bomb site. Nico's still holding the apartment, so only 2 players on the site itself for OG in this 3-on-3. Beyond the flashbang, which is about to be deployed. That's all the util they have now. Time to get that bomb planted. As Nico's moved deeper into the B bomb site, Roy will push the position Nico was previously covering. There are eyes on the apartments, though, as we see from Nico's position. But who's going to be ready for this? Big headshot from him. Has so much util and position lost by fnatic. Basher and Crims remain both with kits, but no util. Walking in dry. Easy for Dexter. Spots the last one as well. They know exactly where Fasher is. 1v3, trying to find one last round for fnatic in this first half, but it's getting less and less likely and unlikely now as Fiku finishes him off. 10-5 then for OG. A big half from them, but there's more work to do. $10-5 at half-time. Looks like it could have been a more oppressive scoreline from fnatic's POV, but they were able to finally break OG and squeeze an extra round or two. Will it be enough for them to mount a comeback here in the second half? Let's find out. They'll be the aggressors now on the T side. Two players with a lot of util as OG have numbers in the window. Flames looking to clear B-Abs quickly. Neofrag, the only player towards A at present, but can his teammates get there fast enough to give him some support? Because all of fnatic are here, and they are sending it into the bomb site. Neofrag by triple, taking the silencer off to make things a little weird. Oh my god, that second frag from Neofrag! almost took out Nikados as well. Did great work, but we've got some flashbangs for Roy. Just labored frag that first one, trying to find that head. Can't find a second. Dexter to trade. 3v2 for OG. Now Nikados is the last one. Never mind. Flames will come in from the back. OG take the second pistol. I believe they've taken both pistols. Indeed, they have.
Yeah, they have now. And this looks very good for OG. Solid hold towards that A site. You see just bodies littered all over the bomb site. fnatic at least able to force the bomb plant. But you don't mind seeing the silent
kill,
US
dude. That second kill.
Yeah, that was spicy. Damn. And I mentioned earlier, these two teams played just a couple of weeks ago in the IEM Dallas closed qualifiers. And that time it was 16-6 for OG on Mirage. They're looking to repeat that performance. They actually got the exact same scoreline out of the first half as well. In that previous matchup, OG had 10 T rounds. And now they've got themselves off to a good start here. fnatic could really do with winning this force buy. Try and reset that CT economy early. They've got good utility here. They've really focused on the nades rather than getting the Galils out in this round. So let's see what fnatic have up their sleeve. Looks like it might be a B play.
Smoke off the wall for connector from the CTs.
OG is so ready for this, man. Oh no.
That HG, let's have a look at it. Oh, the chunk, boy. Nico with the MP9 trying to stay alive. He's got Dexter here as well. Essentially a crossfire for OG as Nikados tries to find something, trying to make a fatal connection here, Nikados, but he will be denied. Just the one frag for the fnatic. No bomb plant either. It doesn't seem like Mirage is looking much better for them as the money's gonna suck.
Damn. I mean, they run into the stack there. Nico does great work coming in from that short position. And yeah, that is just tough. I think now it's going to be really hard here for anything to come through. I do feel like this series has two maps that are very favored for both teams, though. So if you're a fnatic fan, don't be too worried. That's something from Fasher. Will burn shortly thereafter.
Oh, love a continuation spray when they walk back into it and eat a fat headshot. Only the fattest headshots. Bombs in T-spawn. So it's a question of damage here for Mezzi. Bomb hasn't been detected just yet. They may realize now. Where is he off to? 1 minute on the clock for Mezzi. This is still a winnable round. This is no longer a winnable round. 13-5 for OG. Off to the races in this first map. Really haven't seen much of fnatic yet on this map. Apart from face down on the floor.
Yeah, that's what they've been looking at. Yeah, it's weird. I feel like this should be a decent enough map for fnatic. Like, they've got skilled players. I mean, we were seeing Mezzi play so well yesterday, but it's not been the case here on this one. For whatever reason, it is not clicking for fnatic on this map. And to be fair, OG look very locked in on Mirage. You can see it with some of their executes. Really, really solid on this map themselves. So maybe it's more just the strength of OG than anything else. Here is the gun round for fnatic. We saw that fast-paced style from OG in the first half. Something I love about Mirage is you definitely can play different play styles. You can play slower. You can try and draw rotations and play in the late round. fnatic will be grouping up outside A early in this one, though. Neofrag will try and play a little closer, maybe see if he can dodge any of those flashes thrown over the top.
So Dexter's in CT with the AWP.
Oh, look at the info for OG. Nico's pushed through B.
If they don't do a deep flash in CT, then he'll have great support. Oh, they've done a pop flash in advance, but Roy will eat one. Sorry, Neofrag will eat one from Roy as Roy eats a flashbang. And now they are spreading onto the site. Dexter could be in trouble here. He'll get a quick shot, but he'll be instantly traded by Crims, despite the information. They are down bad at the moment, but Nikados is still just beyond ramp with the bomb, making his way towards default. No, triple actually. And that's where the bomb will get dropped. Nika coming in for a second as we're down to a 2-on-2. 15 seconds to plant this bomb. There's no smoke and it's in no man's land, that bomb. Messi gets domed, leaving Fasha in a sandwich, and Flames will deliver one more. 14-5 for OG.
Yeah, even though the initial site take was really solid from fnatic, it's just that flank. Nico devastating as he arrives here, takes two quickly and takes the Palace player out. And then Flames does a really solid job just back at CT. Was low on health, but he wins both those fights. fnatic will do what they can here, but it's not looking good for them. It's not looking good, bruv.
Boy, bruv.
Messi's from Birmingham, actually. I'm not going to do the Brummie accent. No one wants to hear that.
James Banks is the most bruv person on the broadcast.
Oh, for sure.
He's King Bruv.
King of the bruvs.
Minute 20 on the clock. Keep an eye on Nikados on the radar. He is rotating the bomb over towards the A-bomb site. So what is the role for Messi and Fasha? 7 and 8 on the radar, still towards B. Will they be looking to run distraction? See, Messi's playing very passively at present. What is their role? It could be that they execute on A and go for a short plant. Messi comes through B later on. Classic versus pro strat from years of old. OG with an aggressive 3-person setup in mid. Could have a fast flank as Flames continues forward towards T-spawn. Executors coming in. Neofrag, the main person on A. Might see a few numbers here. Delivers and escapes being traded. 38 seconds on the clock. And Fnatic aren't moving in just yet. Where's that bomb going? Where is that bomb going? To throw a grenade. That's top connector smoke, I think, based on the radar. Indeed, it is. And we're going to see a meeting of the minds here as Messi makes his way down. Flames has got that information, but still, Neofrag's the only person on A. This is getting very weird indeed. Messi's dealt with, but the bomb's still not planted. Fnatic may be hesitating in this round. We'll have 2 players left. A traffic jam around default. And Crimson gets to fire his gun. I think they hesitated there, Hawker.
Yeah, it felt like it. Yeah, it's just one of those maps for Fnatic. It's not going right for them. They actually end up doing enough sort of pressure on B to draw OG away from that A site. But Neofrag able to come back, and then they just don't get that bomb down soon enough. Dexter starts arriving, little gap in the smoke. 15-5 for OG. This has been incredibly one-sided. Sure, Fnatic will be looking forward to Vertigo, their pick coming up. For now, though, do have to close out Mirage, and Dexter will look to do that, and he's feeling it.
Lovely shot. Doesn't have the support he needs to get a second frag from it, though. And Fnatic will spread in mid. 4 for 4. Crims won't get any sound cues of anybody from B heading towards short. Of course, you won't know it's empty, though. But the bomb's heading in that direction. OG very busy around connector. A lot of action towards A. We've seen on this map, mostly from OG, of course. Not much success on the T side just yet for Fnatic, but this might be a round for them. Still an empty bomb site as OG are clearing mid. See Flames using that directional sound. Figure out where these players are.
Bomb has been planted.
Now there is money here for OG. And they have some angles. I'm sure they'll go for this. Flames to crouch big, but Messi delivers. Will they continue? 3v4. Almost guaranteed to lose players on the retake with these positions. It might be time to call it a day on this particular round. Piku may hang out and try to make it expensive for fnatic, but I think we've got a new position for fnatic with 6 rounds instead of 5. New in some ways, but not new in others. They are still miles behind their opponent.
Ooh, Neo frag. Try and do a bit of damage at the end here. Crims dies to the bomb, but Mezzy able to make sure no further players fall. So there we go. Something for fnatic. They get onto that B site nice and quickly. And OG always going to have a tough time when you're retaking that B bomb site, especially when Mezzy's just watching that flank from the B apartments. As soon as he gets that kill, it's not really going to be a winnable round for OG. See if Fnatic can get anything else going here. Out through ramp immediately.
Storming out. So many targets for Dexter. See if he can find a second one. They're still stuck by Tetris as Flames is up close. Dexter and Neofrag delivering plenty of kills. Crimson Mezzy now, they're in trouble. Reinforcements coming through Connector. Mezzy versus 3. Down he goes as well. A quick one, a violent one. Mirage is one-sided and it's all OG from start to finish pretty much. Fnatic were barely in that one. That can't be one they're happy with at all.